Okay, now we've also got Jason with us live, so you'll be able to hear him. Just the volume a little bit here. Okay, so we are on week 4. If that's too, let me know if that's okay, Jason. So we're on week 4 here, everybody. How was your weekend? Good weekend?
Awesome. Yes.
Good. Good. How was, so, you know, we're actually halfway through here, so we want to start out with congratulations here, because my mouse working. So, where was it? Okay, so I want to say congratulations to everybody for making it this far. We are halfway through. And the great thing about it is you're still here, you're still going. You know, most people don't even take a class like this, let alone continue and show up every week and keep going. So, yeah. And some of you who are coming in over Skype, if you could mute yourself. If you're coming in over your computer, mute yourself because we're getting a little echo there. Okay, thanks. So, congratulations on making it this far. Okay. Am I muted? I'm muted, okay. Echo? We're hearing. Okay, we're going to have to change this, Jason. So.
Welcome to GoToMeeting. There are 6 other callers on the call.
Still a little echo, so if you guys could mute yourself, please, with the green button. Okay. So I really want to say congratulations for making it this far because you know, this is a shift in the direction. We want to keep going. And, you know, greatness comes a little bit over time. Greatness isn't a cram. It's a little bit every day that kind of what makes that happen. So we want to, let's get into our new identity. Let's stand up. Let's move. Yeah, let's jump around. Stand up. Get in that identity. Own that state. Make that move. Breathe with confidence. How's that feel? Yeah? Good, good. We want to continue to practice this, and we want this to be, the more we practice this, it's going to stronger it's going to be able to get. We want to snap into that. Boom, 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 boom. Good. So we're going to move forward here a little bit today. So before we move forward, let's talk about, let's connect with our purpose again real quick. Remember we had our purpose we built on why we're doing this, why we're doing all this effort, the purpose on why we're making this shift, why we're breaking free, why we are working to build our psychology to start increasing our income. We want to have that at our fingertips because that's our power. And then our question, are you willing to live the next few years of your life like most people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't? Are you willing to do that? I know I am, and sometimes it's hard. My wife was away with the kids this weekend so I could work. And it's like, you know, it's tough after all week when you know you need to work on the weekend, but I'm doing this to get ahead, so just really stay focused on that. So let's get some review on, anybody have any feedback on, anybody on the bridge have any feedback on the assignment from last week with practicing your new belief or scrambling or establishing your morning routine or conditioning process? Who would like to speak up? Hello? Somebody like to speak up? Anybody?
Hi, Jason. It's Sterling here. I mean,
thanks, Earl.
I actually want to tell you a little bit about, one of the questions from last time was, how did I do it? I know.
Welcome to GoToMeeting. There are 8 other callers on the call.
That was an awesome experience because actually as I was writing it, it was a bit like the exercise where you call yourself in the future and you do it. And what I wrote down was basically, some of the things was, I acted on every one of my opportunities with the aim of making sure I brought maximum passion and a genuine spirit to all my connection I made with all the people in my life. And that basically led me to a close rate of 80%.
Yeah.
And all my customers were really amazed by the fact that I brought the passion and the life and the drive all in the first meeting, and that's definitely one of the things that got me going.
Good, good. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else on the bridge? Did anybody practice a new morning routine? Yeah, silence. He's got some feedback. No? Jason, do you have any feedback in the room with me? Okay, go ahead.
Wake up early automatically. And so I adjusted my routine. Just waking up early automatically usually to me is a little bit different. And it's really an easy, natural thing to be able to just change what I was doing before to adjust it to something positive. And having a conditioning process weaved into my morning routine is pretty easy to do, I think.
Good, good. How much time did you do in the morning for that?
It was 15 to 30 minutes, honestly.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. I didn't time it exactly, but it's pretty easy to do once my eyes are open. Just move forward and change what I've done before, which wasn't much.
Yeah.
Go make coffee. You know?
Okay, good, good. And I apologize if the audio changed a little bit. My headset just died. So can you guys still hear me on the bridge?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Anybody else have feedback so far on the morning routine or scrambling your old belief with your new process?
I'm just having a problem with sustaining the commitment, Jason. I'll do it regularly for a while, maybe even a couple of weeks, and then because I've been doing this from the TR work prior, and then something will happen. I'll go away, or there'll be a break in my routine, and I lose it. It's hard for me to stay perpetually sustained.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem personally.
Well, when we lose momentum, sometimes it's because we lose sight of our ultimate outcome and our purpose. That may happen, okay? Because sometimes we want to make sure that every week we're centering ourselves with a weekly plan and ideally a daily plan. And the morning routine is a great way to do that by giving yourself 15 minutes every day and staying centered. By doing a weekly planning process, you can say every week, okay, I'm planning this part right here, and you stay directed on those goals and move forward. And you also want to make sure that you allow yourself to be human, because we can work on these things and then we can beat ourselves up because we didn't do it perfectly. And then say, okay, I got to re-architect everything and start over again. And we want to make sure that, if we stop or if we get busy or something, or busier than normal, or our routine gets interrupted, we just keep going and just pick up where we're at, and giving yourself some leeway, saying, hey, I didn't do it this week, but I'm just going to keep going, And just, if you're losing that drive and losing that momentum, you need to stay in touch with your outcome. So if it's a big outcome, I would have that outcome on a vision board on your wall. Boom, here's the outcome. This is what I'm after. Here's the purpose, because the purpose helps maintain that drive. And if you check in with that, your drive is going to be consistent. And then there may be times when you're exhausted and you just need a break, and that's okay. You can take a break. Okay. Anybody else have questions? Yeah?
Well, it's good that you're saying, because I really can relate to that. Last week was not too good in this sense. But thanks. I'll pick it up again.
Yeah, and there are weeks that are going to come up that are going to shake us, right? And the real key is managing your state and managing your identity so that you keep going after what you want. And if something comes up and it knocks you off, well, you just keep going. You just keep going. That's what you do. We don't throw away the whole plan. We're on a trip or going on a destination. We get a flat tire. We don't just sit on the side of the road or go buy a new car. We fix the flat tire and you keep going, right? And this is a big shift for a lot of people, because in this society, everybody wants immediate return on their efforts. And the things that are worth going after, and the things that are difficult, and the things that are going to give us the biggest rewards don't happen that often, happen that quick.
So we need to keep working, and we need to work consistently. We need to do a little bit every day to get there. And it's not a destination, it's a journey, right? And the more you work on that, the more you're going to get there. Because greatness was not built in one day and one night from cramming. It's a little bit every single day, a little bit every day, okay? So today we're going to talk about sales rock star time, okay? So this one is going to talk about selling today, because if you're in any type of job today, whether you're in sales or not, you sell. Everybody sells today. So what we're going to talk about today is becoming a sales rock star, and then we're going to talk about our assignment. So today is actually going to be relatively focused on one topic. Good stuff today. So we want to start out with an exercise right now, and what I want you to do is write down 3 things that you avoid doing or you do a poor job of in regards to selling or marketing or growing your business that you know you need to improve. What are 3 things? And then write down the reasons why you do those things. Go ahead and do that now. Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay. Okay, would somebody like to share? What are some things that you currently do a poor job in sales that you know you need to improve? And what are the reasons why? I'm sorry, is that Truda?
This Pamela.
No.
Oh, Pamela. Okay, go ahead, Pamela.
So the 3 things that I think I don't do well enough is I don't connect with enough leads. And the reason being is I think I let too many other to-do list things, if you will, or other tasks distract me from staying focused on contacting enough leads. I have plenty of them.
Okay.
I just don't do enough of them. Sometimes I feel like I don't convey enough posture about what I'm doing, and I'm afraid oftentimes that'll be misconstrued as maybe coming across too egotistical or too cocky about something.
Okay.
So I know that's in my way. And then the third thing is I feel like I'm not spontaneous enough.
Okay.
I think part of being effective in sales is being very spontaneous, being always in excitement, and sometimes I get too bogged down.
Okay, good. Thanks for sharing. Good. Anybody else? On the bridge, you want to share?
I'll chime in.
Okay, Richard.
This is Rick. Yeah, I also have, I don't know whether or not I'd say, I always seem to have so many things on my to-do list that seem to be driving me away from getting on the phone and contacting my leads to close sales.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little frustrating. My second ongoing distraction is my organization, which you and I have talked about, RPM and follow through, and the focus to follow through, and building the habit of setting up the RPM and executing on it. It seems that I'm just easily knocked out of rhythm.
Yeah.
And once I'm out of rhythm, all of a sudden I fall back into my old habit of doing the immediate and proximal as opposed to the strategic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sharing. And Jason, do you have anything you want to share for this one?
Sure. Prospecting every day is a weakness. I know that. And procrastinating complex issues is probably a pretty strong weakness. They always get done, but they don't get done and off my desk timely.
Yeah.
And I always find that the most complex problem ends up being the easiest one to solve most of the time. So why do I even bother procrastinating it? I could have probably not worried about anguishing over it if I had just attacked it then and just taken care of it. And I'm still trying to force myself to get into a rhythm of just taking a little bit of time out of it every day in the middle of the workday multiple times. Just step away from the computer, step away from the desk, and take a breath, take a quick mental break, and then go back to work after a few minutes. I'm still working on that. I have started doing it, but it's not a daily routine yet, and it should be.
Okay, well, and in a little, just to point out your language a little bit, you said I'm trying to force myself, and that sounds difficult.
Yeah.
So maybe start out with just putting it on your calendar as an appointment on your calendar.
Okay.
Because those breaks during the middle of the day are crucial to helping you recover, stay focused, and at the end of the day and the end of the week, you'll feel a lot better if you take those, and you'll be more productive in the afternoon too. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. So thanks for writing those down. We're going to move forward here a little bit. So here's a question. Are you selling a product or service? Are you selling a product to make a living? Or are you selling a product to enhance people's lives? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because our intentions shine through to our customers. It's unspoken, but they feel it. It's how we vibrate. So if you come from a place of service, you are going to provide more value and you're going to connect better with clients. If you are in a place of needing to sell something because you're broke, that shines through too. We've all experienced a salesperson who needs a sale to, whatever reason, support they may need a sale to support their family, but that desperation may come through. So if you start from a place of service, I'm here to serve the customer, with the customer's best intentions first, you're going to start off at a better foot. And a lot of times when people have fear of cold calling, prospecting, reaching out, getting no's, it's because they're trying to sell something. But if you're reaching out trying to help somebody, trying to serve them, that really takes any type of that fear away. And here's a quote by J. Abraham, and it says, if you truly believe that what you sell will serve your customer, then you have a moral obligation to tell them about it. And if you truly believe what you have will serve your customer, and you want to serve the public and society, you have a moral obligation to tell as many people as you can about it. That doesn't mean push that down their throats. It means tell them about this product or service that can help them in their lives. And here's another question. Do you refer to the people who buy from you or you work with as customers or clients? So what's the difference? What's the difference between a customer and a client?
Client seems to be a lot more long-term.
Yeah.
And customer would be maybe a one-time transaction.
Yeah. Yeah. This is also a J. Abraham quote here too. And so if we look at the definition of them, the definition of a customer is a person or organization that buys goods or services from a store or business. And the definition of a client is under the care and protection of another. Like attorneys have clients, accountants have clients. So if you start referring to your customers as clients, that will actually shift a little bit of how you treat them. Because we want to look out for their best interest. We want raving fan customers, because raving fan customers are going to be the best to work with. They're going to buy our products and services, and they're going to tell our friends about it. That's what we want to work with. And in the sales world, there's really two kinds of salespeople. There's hunters, and then there's everybody else. And we've all met hunters before, and they're people who just find deals and go after stuff, and they're a big difference. And the percentage of, if you look at all salespeople, I'd say like 10% or less are hunters. Even people in hunting roles aren't always hunters. And because the reality is the hunters rule the sales world. They make stuff happen. And the hunter is someone who can find opportunities, find business, find growth. No matter what happens, they find a way. And if you're coming from a place of service, they're serving more people. They're helping more people. So if you look at your purpose and why you're taking this course and why the actions you're taking, are your products and services helping people who are around you? So if you're helping people, don't you want to help as many people as you can? Because if you become an expert hunter, you will never be out of work or out of money, ever. Hunters can find a job anywhere and can make money anywhere. And it's really about finding opportunity and just delivering value. It's not selling people. It's delivering value. We have these products. They are of value to you. I'm going to show you about them, talk to you about those. I'm here to serve you. I'm a sales professional. Any questions about that? Okay. And here's another question. You know, why isn't everyone a hunter? I think everyone wants the rewards of being a hunter because hunters make a ton more, like 10 times more. You can have a differentiation in a company of the top sales rep making 10 times more than the average rep. They make a lot more money. You know, and the real reality is, I think the reason everybody isn't a hunter is because it's about fear of failure and fear of rejection and getting the word no. So here's the reality of sales. It's not about you. It really isn't. If someone says no, they're saying no to your product or service. They're not disrespecting you as a person, as an individual. It's not about you. It's business. Business. Another thing is this person is probably overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated, and probably has been bombarded by a bunch of crappy sales reps. Hey, my name is so-and-so. This is what we do. You want to buy something? It's like that person's calling saying, me, 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 me. You call them up and say, hey, my name is Jason. This is what I do. I'm calling to offer you something free of value. This is what we've helped companies like this. So if you call and think about them instead of just all about yourself, you'll make a difference. And sales is a numbers game. You talk to more prospects, talk to more contacts, you'll get more sales. Regardless of what your business is in, more opportunities to present your product will result in more sales. And the word no is your friend. I've seen salespeople over and over afraid to ask the questions. Do we have a deal? Would you like to buy this? What's the next step? You know? And you don't have to try those old school closing techniques, but you need to ask the question, is this work for you? Would you like to sign a purchase order for this, or do you want to move forward? And people are afraid to get the no, and that's wasting your time. You want to know. If somebody's a no, you want that no to come right away so you can move on and keep going. No is your friend. No's are great because when you get a no, you know this person you don't have to talk to anymore. They're not helping you. Okay, I'm trying to serve you. You're not a good fit for me. Because everybody's not a good fit for you. So go for the no. It'll save yourself time. Because we never get more time. And always be asking, how can I talk to more clients? How can I get my message in front of more people? Is it marketing? Can I build a system? Do I have an inside sales rep? Do I have a team? Do I have referral partners? How can I get in front of more people? Because I am one body. What is a system? What is a machine that I could build that would get my message to more people? How can I do that? Who are referral partners, businesses that, you know, who are my target customers, and what other businesses do my target customers buy from? Can I go to those other businesses that own these customers now and say, hey, I would like to market to your customers. This is what I do. I'll give you a sample of my product. I'll give you a finder's fee. Because we want to add value. And if you're existing customers, one thing you can do is know more about your customers. Most people, when their customers talk about something they don't sell, they stop. Oh, I don't sell that. But if you find out about what they sell, oh, you're looking for a copier, and I sell insurance? Okay, well, I know a copier guy. Because that's a lead to somebody else. And that's adding value. You add more value, you'll get more back. And the thing is, you may add value to this one particular person, and it may not come back from that person. It may come back from somebody else. So if you pay it out there, it's going to come back. It may come back in a different way. So here's a simple way to overcome fear of rejection. And when you're reaching out to new customers or prospecting, and I know there's a phone ringing. So remember your outcome. I am here to, are you here to make money, or are you here to serve the customers? Are you here to help them make their lives better? You help to protect them, give some financial security with them. Take care of their, if you sell insurance, you put a structure in place to help people's lives, take care of families. Number 2, know that it's not personal. This person is probably overworked, underappreciated, and underpaid, probably. So giving them some appreciation on the phone is a great way to, and some acknowledgement is a great way to connect. And then give yourself complete and total acceptance. Like literally pat yourself on your back. Jason, I accept you. Yeah. Because if you accept yourself, can anybody else really reject you? And this is a perfect place to create an incantation. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve. I'm sorry. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. And as you say those over and over again, you're basically creating that vibration in your body to activate your reticular activating system in your brain, so you start creating those actions. So your morning routine, 10 minutes of incantations is a great idea. The things you say, you will become. Okay? Any questions? Okay. So, real quick. So again, sales. Okay, sales is a numbers game. But the interesting thing here is it's not an inclusion model. Rockstar reps know that it's an exclusion model. And that's where most salespeople miss. 90% of salespeople miss this. And what I mean is, like, people try to go wide and deep for everything. Oh, I want to get every customer. But let me ask you a question. Who makes more money, in generalists or specialists? Does your family doctor make more money, or does the plastic surgeon make more money? Because now, can the plastic surgeon still provide help with cuts and scrapes and stuff like that? Yeah, they can do that. And when you go through the exclusion model, you really get focused on who your customers are. And what you're really doing is, instead of, when you're looking at the market saying, who are my customers, and you're scratching your head going, I don't know who my customers are, I don't know who my customers are, that's a hard way to do it. So what you want to do is you want to flip that around and say, who are not my customers? Okay, well, I know these groups are not, these people are not, these people are not. I know from my experience that these people will never buy my product. These are not a good fit for my net MLM team. They're never going to work. They're just going to waste time. And as you start to rule out chunks of people or groups or age groups or industries, you're going to start to narrow down who your target market is. Unless you have a very specific market, very, very small market, but I'm pretty sure everybody on here could use this model. And that will really help your time. And that's going to go back to what we talked a little bit about last week, and really specializing. You know, I am the duct tape marketing. I am the 6-minute manager. These are 7-minute ads, right? It's by creating that phrase, you're going to distinguish yourself. I am the family insurance guy. I am the life coach. I am the double your income coach. Putting that phrase there separates you from everybody else that's a generalist. And even if you put that phrase out that says you're a specialist, you can still serve everybody, but it makes you stand out. Like, I'm the family community coach in Rockland with blonde hair, with short, well, used to be blonde, brownish hair. So starting that inclusion model will really help, because you can start to focus your marketing efforts more. Any questions on that? Okay. So questions we would ask is, who is not your ideal customer? Who can you rule out? So when you're prospecting, you know, this person may not be there. Who will never buy from you? Has never bought from you in the past. And then who might buy from you but will take up too much time or resources? Because if you've got a sale and this type of customer, you know they'll buy from you, but it takes 10 times the effort of closing one of the other customers, you may want to pass on that one. And then how can you tailor your message specifically to those groups that you've now focused on? So those are some good questions right there. Okay, so another powerful tool to use is called pre-framing, okay? And the definition of pre-framing is setting in advance the conditions of an experience or event, and often changing the outcome. So for an example, I'll say, what I'm about to tell you on the next slide is very important. This is something that you're going to want to hear. This is something you're going to want to write down. Another example, you know, this is something I don't really tell all my customers, but I really like working with you, so I'm going to share you this little secret. And do you see how that kind of shifts your expectation? So you want to be pre-framing when you're talking to your customers. You know, you can say, you know, hey, I'm going to give you my assistant. She is awesome at what she does. She's going to take care of you guys. You know, what I want to do is do this, and the reason we're special, we're going to set you up for a conversation because this conversation you're going to learn this, this, and this. I know that we pre-frame, most of us probably pre-frame a little bit today, but what I want us to do now is to go ahead and create, here's an exercise, create 3 statements that you can use to create some pre-frames about your current products or services. So what product you're selling, you know, hey, you know, I'm going to set you up with an introductory coaching call. We can do that for free next week, and this call is going to be great. You're going to get this, this, and this out of this call. So go ahead and right now create three statements that you can use for pre-framing that you can put into your sales process that will increase your success. You can even prospect, you can even pre-frame with an email. Hey, I'm just calling to let you know I'm going to be reaching out via phone on Tuesday, and it's going to be a great time. I'm going to share with you some of these things that other people like you have found a lot of value in. What I'm going to show you next is going to be really important. You're going to be so excited, you're going to tell your friends about this one. Go ahead and let me know when you're done.
I'm done, Jason.
Okay, thanks for sharing.
I'm just having a blank, Jason.
Okay.
Nothing's coming.
Nothing's coming. And well, the pre-frames can be simple too. You could say, what I'm about to tell you next is very important.
Okay.
Other people have found that this next part I'm going to tell you has really changed their lives. This next part you're going to want to take some notes because this is really special. And basically what you're doing is you're kind of framing their point of view so that the next, what you're delivering next will have more impact.
Right.
Like, if you're coming into where you're talking about money, you know, you can even frame it like this. You know, most people have, you know, what we're selling is really expensive. It's really expensive. Most people can't afford it. And they say, how much is it? Oh, it's only $20. And people go, oh, I can afford that. So I've heard that technique used in sales too, because you could say, how much is it? Yeah, most people say our stuff, I think our stuff is expensive. So you're setting the expectation that it's really high, and then when they hear it's a lower amount, then their expectation of the price is lower. Or some people have thought that, they weren't going to get that much out of coaching, and by working on this particular product, they were able to get this and this out of it. Okay. Does anybody have an example they want to share? Just a quick one.
I have one.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I have one, Jason. This is Drew.
Okay.
Something like, this is an incredible new discovery.
Good. 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 Do you have another one?
This is very important information.
Good. Yeah. It can be as simple as that. Good. Good. Anybody else have one?
I have
This
one.
is, sorry.
This is Pamela.
Yeah.
When I first heard this next point, I was very impressed.
There you go. Good. 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 Who else had one?
Me, Mir.
Oh, hey, Mir.
This is a unique way of getting clarity about your life.
Good. 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 This is something that nobody else will tell you.
Right.
This is the special thing that I do. You're really going to love this.
Yep.
Good. Good. So it's a great tool, pre-framing. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create another identity right now. So what we're going to do is we've got our earning identity, and we've done this process before, so we're going to do this quickly. So when you're done writing, you're taking any notes, go ahead and stand up, everybody. We're going to jump into our new identity, or our current identity. So get into your identity. And what we're going to do now is we're going to build a second identity. So we're going to do this. Now, stay standing, everybody. And what I want you to do is go ahead and close your eyes and just get into a happy, excited state or a confident state. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about this sales machine that you're going to become now. Regardless of what industry you're in, imagine your ability to disperse your products around the world has grown exponentially. And you're selling, you're delivering value, you're helping people's lives, whatever that means to you. Imagine you're at that level. You've hit that 6-month goal, and you're rocking. And you've got sales coming in, and maybe you've had so much business that your company has given you 2 assistants, and you've got a team now, and you're playing golf with executives every day, selling every day. Or you're doing what you love, and someone else is selling for you because you've generated that much new business. And really think about that right now, and get your body into that state like you're moving that way. So let your body move like it would move when you're in that state. And feel your posture when you're in this state with this sales machine, with the new ideas that you created today. Imagine those are solidified into your subconscious, and that's what you do now. You prospect more, you sell better, you communicate better, you pre-frame. Think about if you were to look at the success that you're having as this new person of you, new side of you came out, and it was just a higher level salesperson in all aspects. What are 3 qualities that person would have? And what would those emotional qualities be? Would it be excited? Would it be focused, passionate, confident? Really think about those 3 that come up. If you're not sure, you can say them out loud. That will help you feel it in your body if it's the right one. And let your body move the way it would be moving. And pay attention to your posture. Look at your posture. Are you sitting up straight? You're standing up straight? Is your head back? Take a look at your breathing right now. See where your breathing is. And as you're the sales machine, remember those three emotions that you own completely. And feel that in your body. And pay attention to your body to see if you can see how your body's standing. Are your hands forward in front of you? Are they moving? You have some movement? You're quicker? And if you're having trouble getting there, just take a second to shake your body, shake that body out, and really get back into that point where, you own that success. That success is just, it's who you are. And you're that sales machine. Boom. Everybody wants to network with you because you generate so much business. And your customers love you. And you're delivering value all the time. People are sending you gifts. You have commissions higher than you've ever had before. People asking you to speak and share your experience. You're a mentor to all the other people in your industry because you've hit that level. Feel what that feels like. Really own that. And then let your body move that way, because that's the key. Get your body into that movement. And think about if you were to put on a piece of clothing. Are you putting on a jacket? Are you putting on a cape? Are you putting on a hat? And if there was a name tag on that hat or visor, or maybe it's on your cape, what would that name tag say? What do the people call the sales machine, the salesperson, who everybody loves to connect with? What do they call that person? What color is that piece of clothing? And it's like you're at a point where stuff just flows. You're not pushing. It's not hard work. You just be you, and business flows in. What does that state look like? What does that feel like? Just coming in. Where are your hands? Are your hands crossed or are they down? Is there more movement? Are you being kind of dynamic? Do you feel some powerful energy within you? And what's the truth? What's the truth? You do anything? Is this who you are? Is this who you really are? Is this what you are meant for? Really get into that state. Now this time when you're in this state, let's make a slightly different move. So you had to move from the other state. This one, make it a different move. You could do it with your other hand. You could clap. You could do this. You could pull on your ear, pull on a finger. Pick one. Boom. Pick that one state. Okay? For those of you on the phone, you got one? You guys feeling the state? Anybody's not reading? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Does this state feel different than the other state?
Yes.
Good. Good. Does everybody have a name?
Yes.
What's the name of this state? Give me a name. I want to hear a name.
Goddess of sales.
Nice, nice. Who else has a name? Anybody else have a name? There's got to be a good name out there. Jason, you got a name?
Super confident manager.
Super confident manager. Yeah, I like that one. Good, good. Okay. Now, everybody, let's go ahead and sit down. Let that identity go. Okay? Let that identity go. Now, let's go back into a non-empowering sales state that you've been in your life. Maybe a time when you were in a job that was stressful, or you were selling and you were unsuccessful. Go back into that state. And let your body move the way it moved when it was in that state. Was your posture down? Were you breathing shallow? Were you feeling stressed? What did you believe is the truth in that time? Were you capable of anything then? When I count down from 3, I want you to let go of this state and jump into the other one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! Jump up. Yes! Make that move. Get into that sales state. Say your name. For those of you remote, you can mute and make all the noise you want. And then make that new move. Yeah! Yeah, maybe it's hitting a home run. Good. You guys back? On the bridge, you back? Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Good. Let's go back one more time. Sit back down again. Let's go into stressed out, overwhelmed, no money state, if you've ever had an experience like that. Let your posture get back into the way it was. Breathe the way you breathe in that state. Okay, we're going to snap back on 3, 2, 1, go. Stand up. Yes! Make that move. Good. Good. You guys back? Back with me? On the bridge?
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Yep.
Now, let's do this. Okay, this is the new sales state. Okay, so this is a different state. Now, let's just imagine the state is gone just by dropping it to the floor. Just drop back to just right now. Now, go back into your financial earning state, the first one we created here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom! Snap into that one. Okay, let it go. Go into the sales state. Ready? Boom, the one we just created. That sales state. Okay. Let that go. Back to here. Let's go back into that doubling your income state, the financial identity state. Ready? Boom! Go back into that one. Let that go. Go back into the sales state. Ready? Boom! Yeah! Boom! Good. Good. Feedback, comments. How was that? Good? You guys feel the difference? Jason, do you feel the difference?
Oh, yeah.
They should feel similar, but there's a little bit difference there.
Yeah.
So write this down. Write down the name, and then you also want the phrase, whatever your chant is going to be. And you're going to want to practice this state like on a 10-minute walk today or tomorrow. And go out on a walk and just remember that. And in your morning routine, shift through these. Go to the first one, boom, let it go. Go to the second one, boom, let it go. And you can repeat the same process for other states. Maybe there's a state you want to create with your spouse, your significant other, a passionate state. You can do that too. Any feedback on the bridge? Anybody have any comments? Somebody? Before I start calling on you? Hey, Mir, how you feeling? Or is this Cheryl?
Yeah, this was great, but I realized that my earning identity state is less strong than my sales state.
Okay.
So I might have to work on the earning identity state again.
Good, good. They're closely related, you know.
They feel related, yeah.
They are closely related. There's a slightly different focus. And, you know, use the one that's more powerful. These are really close.
Okay, yeah.
Good, good. Anybody else?
I found that the earnings identity is more of a sense of being, and the sales one is more of the means to get there.
Good, good feedback. Good. And you have these in your body now. It's an equation, right? It's a formula. And what you need to do is you need to practice them, because these are they're basically programs. It's, you know, identities. So the more you use them, the more you're going to live in them. So, and you'll come up with different ideas in each of these states. And Drew, the way you defined that was very spot on. You go into one state for strategy, one state for action, try different. So great job. Anybody else have any feedback, comments? Okay. So we're going to move forward here. Let's see, we got a few more slides. Okay, next we're going to talk about our unique selling proposition, okay? Everybody should have a USP, okay? And we're going to create this right now. So what a USP is, think of it like you've heard the term elevator pitch. You know, it's elevator pitch on steroids, or a very simpler way, or it's when people ask you what you do, this is what you say. And this phrase should be on all of your literature. It should be on your business cards, on your email signature, on your website, because it really tells people what you do. And it's not like, okay, well, I am a broker of this, and I do this and this and this. It's really the benefit that you're giving to people and how you do that. And the structure of this is I help blank get blank by blank. So for my unique selling proposition as a coach, I could say, I help people get the results they want in life by taking action and overcoming their old patterns. Or I could say, I help people live their dream life by facing their fears and owning their true potential. That's what I do. Versus, oh, I have classes and I hold calls and we do one-on-one coaching. See the difference? I help people. I help companies. I help women. I help smart individuals. I help entrepreneurs. I help families who are looking to protect their families, bring stability and security into their life by giving them affordable insurance solutions that really will protect their family. So go ahead right now and create one for you. And this is where you brag about your end result. What do people really get? Are people getting peace of mind? Are they getting security? Think about the benefit that your product delivers. Your product or service, what do they actually get out of that? If you're a coach, what is the benefit to their life? If you're selling them a product, how does that product benefit them? Does it make them feel younger? Does it help them with their skin? Does it help them with weight loss? And what does that weight loss give them? Does it give them more active lifestyles? I help people spend time with their great-grandchildren by helping them lose weight and really having an active lifestyle. You'll be surprised how many salespeople and companies don't have this simple phrase. So when people ask what you do, you say, this is what I do. I help this, or I create this, or I do this, or I help people realize this. I bring this to people. So go ahead and finish those. Get those going right now and let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
Okay. Thanks, Mary.
I'm done.
Okay, thanks, Sharon.
We're done.
Okay, thanks.
I'm done.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay, Jenna, do you want to share? I haven't heard you share one today yet, so I'm going to call on you.
Mine says, I help people get fit, healthy, and financially fit by providing one-on-one coaching and guidance.
Good, good. Good. Anybody else have one they want to share?
I will.
Yeah.
I help people get financial security by creating a consistent cash income.
Nice. Nice. Who else? Let's have everybody share theirs because this helps everybody else to hear theirs. So who hasn't shared yet on the bridge?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's Mir.
I can share.
Go ahead, Mir.
I help higher educated women get clarity about why things happen in their life by reflecting their inner voice.
Good. Thank you, Mir.
Yeah.
Who else has one they'd like to share?
I can.
You go ahead. Shall I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I help motorcycle riders improve the safety of their experience by offering them vision-enhancing products.
Okay, good. Good. Who else?
I can share, but I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Francis. Go ahead.
Okay. I help people to balance their health situation so they get a better life quality to live their life as it's meant to be by using my unique method and my knowledge.
Good, good. Thanks for sharing. Who else?
I can go.
Okay, Sharon.
I help people supplement or secure their retirement by creating passive recurring income alongside what they're already doing.
Good. Good. Who else? I think we got Sterl. Rick, did you go yet?
Pamela.
Oh, Pamela, go ahead.
I help people get healthier while getting wealthier.
Good. I like that. Healthier while getting wealthier. Who else?
And I like to say I help people lose weight by drinking coffee.
That's good. That makes people want. That's great because I'm like, how do you do that?
Exactly.
Okay. Anybody else? So Jason, you going?
Still in the works.
Okay. All right, so the USP is a great thing. So you want that on your email signature and keep working on it and try it to people, try it in conversations. And if you can mute yourself if you're coming over your computer too, that would be great. So the USP is great. It's a really clear way to talk about what you do. Okay. Now what I want to do is let's go down and write down 3 things, excuse me, that you're going to start rocking in sales based on what we covered today. That you're here to serve. It's not about you. It's not personal. The word no is your friend. Your USP. What are 3 new things that you are going to start doing in sales immediately that are going to change your results massively? Write down those 3 things and when you're going to start doing them by, or when you're going to complete them by. Let me know when you're done.
Done.
Okay, thanks. Good. Does anybody want to share what new things are going to start rocking? Be a sales rock star on the bridge? Go ahead.
Come on. I'm going to call relentlessly 20 new dealers every day and demonstrate to them why we should be their partner in offering great products for the consumers.
Good.
Secondly, I'm going to develop stimulating offers to create the best possible partnering stocking dealer, so I can demonstrate to them that we're on their side. We're going to work with them to provide products to their customers. And I'm also going to follow up on all of my active customers religiously and contact them at least once a month.
Good, good. And an easy way to do that is if you're not using MailChimp or an email distribution service, MailChimp is free, MailChimp.com. You can send up to like 2,000 emails a month for free. So it's an opt-in email service. So you basically send that, create an account for free, MailChimp.com. It's like Constant Contact, but you don't have to pay $50 to do it. And you can create HTML emails and stuff like that. So you add your users in there. If it's the first time you're doing it, you can send them a link to opt in. And then you've got a list, and basically you just create a single email format, and you send it out, and it blasts that entire list. And that's a great way to stay in contact with your customers. You could basically write 1 email a week and hit every customer that you have. Gives them the option to opt out. You can also put additional information in there, links and stuff like that. It's a great way to add on customer service. So Rick, that's a great way to stay in touch. Email distribution is a fast way to enhance that. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Jason.
Anybody else have some new ideas that they're going to implement immediately for sales? I know there's 9 people here, so we should have 27 new ideas. Okay.
This Pamela serve as a role model.
Okay.
Stay in cause or be in action.
Okay.
And again, going back to contact more people.
Okay. Good. Good. So, and how are you going to contact more people?
Calling, letting them hear the excitement in my voice.
And how many people are you going to contact?
At least 10 a day.
Good. Good. Okay. Want to be specific on these, right? Starting when?
Today.
Good. Good. Okay, good. We want to be as specific as possible. I am going to contact 20 people per day starting today. Because if we're not specific, we're not measurable. Because if we contact 10 people a day, you know, and at the end of the week, did you contact 50 people? And at the end of the month, you talked to 200 people? That means in 5 months, you've contacted 1,000 people. And that business, you're going to have more business than you know what to do with. But it's that consistent action that's going to make a difference. Good, good. Anybody else have a couple actions they want to share? Okay, Jason, you have any good ones?
A lot of it's already been said, but mine just goes back to those 3 items that I already feel like have some sort of deficit or block to. And that's just 10 more prospecting calls a day, 10 more follow-up cold calls a day, and 3 daily mental breaks a day.
Good, good. The breaks are good. And for prospecting, the best thing you can do is put it on your calendar every day. I am going to prospect for 30 minutes every single day, because a lot of times when we start working on sales and we start have activity come in, we will let the current activity we're working on take our prospecting time away. And then when we close that business, we get the cyclical activity where we club a bunch of activity, then we have to hunt again. We close and have to hunt again. So hunting for 30 minutes every day will consistently build that pipeline. And you'll also find better quality clients, and then you're like, okay, well, now I'm not only having enough clients, I get to pick the clients I want. The clients that I don't want to deal with, I hand off to somebody else, and I split the commission on that. So putting prospecting, connecting, and whether it's social media, whatever that is, talking, touching new customers every day is how you want to build your business. Great idea.
Jason, I have a question.
Yes.
When you're in coaching, do you also do prospecting by phone, or would you rather use social media or MailChimp? Or
I would do both. You know, you still have the business, right? You're talking to customers, so you can market through social media, you can market through print, you can market through walking in the door, you can place phone calls, you can get referrals, and it's just how do I talk to more people? Because our businesses aren't going to grow unless we get in front of more people. So we want to look at how do we build a system so that we start contacting as many people as possible. And if you're a single person business, you're one person, so what tools do you have? Okay, well, this week I'm going to make a goal of talking to 50 people, and I'm going to call or go here or post flyers here. And then I'm also going to look at ways to get leverage, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this next week, leverage, and how we can leverage resources around us to get more results if we're only one person, you know. But it's just how do you touch more people? It's the simplest way. And
thank you.
Yeah, and the great way is to ask a question like, how can I touch 50 people this week and have a great time doing it? Or how can I touch 50 people this week who will then tell 50 of their friends about me? Or what message can I share this week that will help to, you know, communicate with some of the stuff that's going on in the world, you know? Okay. Any other questions? Okay, and assignments. So what I want you to do is practice both those states, the earning state, the selling state. If you find that one of those is more powerful, use that one. It's great, you know. If you want to get back into the other one, build the vision of where it's going, and that'll help strengthen that. Implement those 3 new sales actions and put them on the calendar. Boom, this means they're going to be done. Continue that conditioning process, 10 to 30 minutes a day. If it's 10-minute break 3 times a day, do that. Those morning incantations are very powerful. 10 minutes a day will massively change your results, massively. So let's start out. Any questions on the assignments? Any questions right now before we wrap up?